Hey Bear Creek leaders, Pastor Sam right here, ready to give you all the information you need for the coming weeks. This past Sunday was really fun. So busy everywhere, and busyness doesn't really mean a whole lot other than you're busy. But sometimes it means that there are a lot of great things going on, and that was the case for this past week. We had great small groups, we had great large groups. As a matter of fact, we even had great kid faith. And we had about 4 or 5 families show up for that, and several responses. We also had in our 3rd and 4th grade group a gospel presentation where we had new responses for that too. So God is moving in the lives of kids, and we appreciate so much all of the leaders and the time that you put in to making that happen, making the environment safe and intriguing enough for kids to ask questions and to come to faith and to know that this is a place where they can ask those big questions. And so thank you for that. Speaking of Sundays, I always want to send kind reminders to everyone that timing is essential. It's important. It is very key to having the environment we want for our kids and families, and of course you. You see, everybody plans. You plan, our families plan, our large group leaders plan, and so I want to make sure that those of you in small groups make sure that you're here on time and get your group and your kids into large group on time, because your large group leader is ready to go and ready to lead. And if they don't, if they're not able to start on time, you know what happens? It kind of cuts into your time after large group. And I know that you want to spend as much time with your kids as possible. So let's all work together, because our large group leaders, I'm encouraging them to start on time. So we'll be working on that in the next few weeks and months as we go forward. Always good to keep working on timing and being efficient, right? This Sunday specifically is March the 2nd, and it is Commitment Sunday. Now, commitment to what, you might ask? Well, if you've been around these last few weeks, or at least this last year, you know that we are in a grand initiative called First Things First. And it is first putting Jesus first in everything in our lives, and then we are asking him to empower us to be as generous as possible so that we can see 3 things happen. We can give to what's going on in our community, we can give for the gospel, and we can give to the world. So our budgets here have increased so we can do more to invite people and have things like our special events we've had in the past year here, and do more of those kinds of things. To invite kids to enjoy church in a different and unique way, but also to have them respond to the gospel, and we've seen that this last year. It also gives us an opportunity to double our impact in the world mission, not just here in Houston, but in the world itself. And we already have 5 different locations and mission trips going this summer to countries like Guatemala and Cuba. And so you are a part of that, and so is First Things First. And then lastly, of course, it's in this community that we are doing some really incredible outreach, and that is affecting our space. Now, as you know, we've talked about the court venue, our gymnasium, and it is desperately needing a renovation to expand, because that service at 11 o'clock with our Spanish ministry is over full. And so this is another opportunity for you to be a part of what God is doing. He's asking you to give at whatever level you can give, and to actually see his hands at work. And so I think that's a cool thing. I know our family is giving to it, and we're going to recommit to that, and we're just excited to see what God is doing through us, by using us, and our money. So it's all his anyway, right? So I encourage you to do that, to recommit, and you are setting the example as well for the families that you see on Sundays, and also the kids that you teach, because we're going to give them an opportunity to commit for the first time or recommit. If you have an opportunity, if you're going to your large group, you might want to take them by the tree display up at the front and kind of prompt them, hey, remember, some of you made commitments that are hanging up there. Maybe some of you didn't make commitments, or you've never made a commitment before. What does that mean for you? We also have a list of 102 different ideas for them to commit to. Now, maybe 1 or 2 deal with money, giving an offering or tithe. but most of them are doing something kind and generous to somebody else. And I think if we help lead in that behavior, like helping your neighbor, helping your friend, helping your teacher, helping your parents, in so many ways, this can ingrain a way of kindness, and that's one of the Spirit's fruits of the Spirit. And isn't that what we're all about, right? Ingraining the things of Scripture to help parents move forward, to help kids grow in a life of faith. So I want to encourage you to do that this Sunday. Remember to wear your First Things First t-shirts this Sunday. We'll see you then.